Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. We're at it again. I tell you what, the 2 hour episodes really eat into my ability to record enough runs so that I actually have a full week prepared. I'd really love to record more. I'd like to play the game more, honestly. The problem is just that when you're articulating everything and speaking it out, especially when you have a complex run, like our previous one with Gilda, man, it's like there's just so many moving parts. The tactics were very difficult, and it was very important we get it right, or else you don't get the W, right? If I go to run history, you know, the only reason you get that win, spoilers if you didn't watch last episode, and the only reason you get the win without a restart, right, is when you put the thought into that and you really think about it. So it's tough. I'm like looking at the episode length and thinking, man, I almost don't even have enough run time to record right now. So this episode has to be an hour and a half. It's just got to be. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pause it and come back to it later. So here we're going forward. Now, as far as which champion to go with, there's a lot of things I'm very interested in trying. I'd still very much like to see Bolit's rally path. I hear it's good. It would be very exciting and fun to do. Let's see. I also keep getting asked questions about how to play Talos. This champion comes up a lot. I actually think she's great. I just think that maybe it's not obvious how to do it. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's kind of like, great, put her on the floor, have her do stuff, right? She flies in, you have a big floor, she auto overstacks. Cool. But I can see why it might be tricky because she's not a powerhouse like many of the others. She's a pure support champion. So maybe we play a little bit of Exile Banished. I'd sure like to do literally anything new on Grail. I think he's a cool champion. What else? Anything else fun? Those are probably the big ones that come to mind right now. So what are we thinking? We're thinking of Banished, we're thinking of Grail, we're thinking of Bolit. Let's see, our previous run was, it had, I can look, I can't look from here. It was Luna with Fireborn. Great. So as long as we don't play one of those, which is, yeah, okay, fair enough. All three of the other ones I just identified. What do I feel like playing? Let's play some Grail, right? Actually, I changed my mind. I want to play Talos. Just sounds good. All right, let's play some Talos, see what we do. All right. So as always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Love that stuff, super helpful. I have a Discord server for chatting and showing off and learning stuff if you want to. It's in the About section of my main page. Great. I'm still mentioning it because it is helpful. I always see people going like, wow, I didn't know you had one. Thanks for mentioning it in a video. So that's why I'm bringing it up. But anyway, we have all that. So let's play the button. Play the button. Let's push the button, play the game, as it were, the other way around. I'm over here hyper speeding through all this stuff because I'm like, look, we gotta move, man. I can't be spending 6 minutes on this intro if I've got an hour and a half here. So, oh, fun, interesting. All right, this would be a really good run for Shield Guardian, or not Shield Guardian, Sword Maiden. Why did I get that so wrong? Anyway, hey, hopefully you're doing well. I'm glad to be here. Hopefully you're glad to be here too. We've got a good looking run here. We're Exile Banished. Let's see, Exile Lazarus. This is probably optimal for Shield Maiden, if I'm being honest with you. Shield Maiden, Sword Maiden. I don't know why I keep thinking Shield Maiden here. Maybe it's just because that's a concept that's more familiar with me. Sword Maiden, maybe less so. Anyway, we're fighting Savagery Seraph, who's always spooky, but that's fine. We have Pushback Archean, and what are you? Damage Shield Kale? Yep, we have Malika's Pyre, which is a lot of fun. I think that's a great Pyre. I'm always happy to see this. I want to see it more often because it's chaos. We have Challenge, Sanguine Assistant, and Meat Hook. I like Meat Hook. I think this guy's a great unit. He's a little awkward. He's not as much of a solo unit as I would like him to be, just like chill on his own floor, do his own thing. Because he doesn't really clear anything. He doesn't really stay alive very well. He wants to be a frontline, but is not a very good frontline, and he's a bad backline. It's kind of a weird spot for him. I find that I tend to give him a lot of health and then just like throw him somewhere and he just dazes things for a while. But the fact that he has dazed in his hook hand ability is really cool. So I do think there's a lot of value there. I like him. I think he looks cool too. I just think he's a little bit awkward and not like in a problematic or a way that makes him bad. I think he's a good unit, but just kind of doesn't have a good spot on a floor, you know? He's not a good frontliner necessarily. He doesn't lean towards it in stats. He's not a good backliner because he doesn't do anything, right? He just has an ability. There's no damage scaling or function here at all. It's just, okay, I throw a hook. Cool. It's like he really wants to be a midliner, but then you have to take Smidge Stone, right? Because he's hard to fit on the floor. Anyway, this might be a good matchup for him because we can put Talos on the floor, right? But let's get into it. All right, see what we have. Progress Pacemaker. The first time you mix each turn, mix again. We do not have any mixing right now, but I think I'm going to be taking Sinner Salve here. We don't necessarily have anything else lined up, but this does make the Vengeful Shards free, which I think is always value, so that's cool. It also means I don't really care about the Excavated Embers, the Calcified Embers. That's the word I'm looking for. That I might take from drafts, which matters because I might have to aggressively grab those because we have random chaos drafts. So I think Sinner Salve is big here. We see Celestial Radiance, shift for melee weakness, and then we have Celebrate. Now, are we strong enough to go for Celebrate here? Maybe. I think the answer is maybe. That's a tough one. The thing is, we don't really have anything that supports a shift playstyle in our opener. This certainly makes Meat Hook a very good tank, though. I think we can get away with this, right? I think we can get away with this. We also have, remember, we have Scissor Hands and Lifesteal, so we can really prop up these guys. I think we can get away with it. We'll take Celebrate here. As much as I want to try the melee weakness path, I also think it's very good. It's just, you need to have the specific opener that like has Rising Rage or something in it. You're never going to challenge your own units because you're just killing your floor, right? So, now, can I win on a lower floor so I can celebrate more stuff? It's possible. We got Astrael, so I do think it's possible here. This is a relatively... yeah, it's a relatively decently functional combat for this, right? It's not too... I'm trying to think of like with compositions of the waves. I don't think they're too bursty or spicy here. It doesn't have the tanks in front of the boss. I think it has a 6-2 in back, which is not ideal. 6-2 in back is rough. We can hook hand it though, which kills it, which is good. So I think we can actually play into bottom. It's a little tough though. Maybe we play middle here. Yeah, let's try this instead. Now I do want to do hook hand, meat hook in back because he's lower durability than a shield steward, but sure. We'll fly Talos in. Play an erratic assistant, play all this stuff out. I will pull the thing forward to kill it, which is good. I wish to fly onto the floor so I can double inspire here. It's good. Oh, we get the collector. That's cool. I can do challenge here, inspire, inspire. We should get the... yeah, we'll be okay. We'll get the kill upstairs as long as I draw literally anything else. So that's fine. I do want Sanguine Assistant popping here. We'll play Erratic Assistant upstairs. Yes, we'll play Inspire here. Okay. If I get the other good stuff in form of... like the teeth and everything, like we can do a lot here. Oh, it's a healer in back. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's put Vampire Tooth in here. Let's get a Scissor Hands going. I would like to avoid eating too much damage, so let's take a Sanguine Assistant upstairs, and then Erratic Assistant downstairs. Big numbers. We can then play a Spear Steward up top as well, which I think actually gets the kill, which is fantastic. We'll put a Scissor Hands in middle. Get another Scissor Hands. It's good. We actually push some solid numbers here, which is very respectable. Now, he does heal a little bit of it back, but that should be fine. I think we kill here. Okay, if I daze, we can save Shield Steward, which is incredible, which actually means the train itself really gets strong. I can go ahead and melee weakness this and do a lot of savings here as well. Great. Cool. Good stuff. We chill on this now. Alright, so we actually do get a lot of the train gets buffed, which is incredible. We actually managed to buff some of our an Erratic Assistant and a Sanguine Assistant, which is kind of funny. It makes them harder to die, but I don't hate it, right? It's fine. Windblade. Man, Windblade start with the Shift Talos would be killer. I mean, let me be real, plus 20 Upbeat Warbler's pretty darn good. Alternatively, I do like -1 challenge. I don't want to draft more of these, but like a plus 20 health Warbler is neat, right? Hey, do I have to take this Windblade though? Let's just think real quick. There's a lot of stuff that we could draft at a Banished banner that I think really wants a Windblade, and I don't actually care about the Calcified Ember. Let's take this Windblade. I think it's right. Wow, okay, that's an Organ Harvester out of the gate, which is very strong, but hear me out. Twisted Assistant is also very strong. I really like Twisted Assistant. It's like scaling. It's not like scaling, it literally is scaling, which is very good. Organ Harvester is an incredible frontline ability, though. We should grab this. I think I might see it again later. We'll take the Twisted Assistant. Okay, fine. Magic Shop or Steel Shop? I don't have great Steel Shop angles here. It's just Meat Hook, and what does he really want? Good question. Magic Shop, on the other hand, we could make things cheaper. Just fine. Holdover would be... I don't even know what my holdover would be. Both these are actually kind of bad. Let's look at a Banished banner here. I think that's nice. And at the same time, Double Stack. Spell Chain is interesting. Valor 8 Firebrand is a good pickup. We'll take that. Sure. I'm okay with that. I mean, -1 spell chain on Inspire seems acceptable. It's not great. It's basically the same as Double Stack, except that if we hit Celestial Cascade, it pops off. It's not a bad take, though. What's coming up? Arms Steel Banished? Alright. I think... if I buy this and leave, it's okay. Alright, we'll make one thing here. Pumped it up. The main reason I want to do something like that is because it is valuable to do. Have something for like an X5 payout. Alright, we're pairing Meat Hook and Firebrand no matter what happens here, so that's good. There's an argument for... yeah, we can do like Shield Steward up top. The beefier one with Talos, and then we can do Firebrand into Meat Hook middle. I kind of like putting Twisted Assistant on floor here. I do. I could also play the Twisted Assistant and cleave this out, which is interesting. It's actually good that Firebrand's here. She gets beat up, but she's fine. So, who's living on the floor, right? I think it'll be Sanguine Assistant here, actually. We'll put it in. I'll then... There's no reason to fly Talos in yet. We'll save 3 Pyre health. And then we take Twisted Assistant downstairs and blows up, and that's good. The challenge doesn't matter. We press Inspire on middle, and it's fine. Yeah, I lose 1 Valor on Talos there, but it's not a big deal, right? It's okay. It saves 3 Pyre health. That's worth it. Calcified Ember is gone here. I do think we can get away with Twisted Back on middle guy, and then we can do Wind Blade in front here. 10 damage, he swings. I would rather trade Pyre health for money here. The question is, do I fly Talos in yet? And I don't think I do. I think we let it sit because it's saving Pyre health. Firebrand plus this Meat Hook will clobber. We get big cash here. We take 3 more damage. We trample through. It's fine. Looks good to me, right? Now we can fly Talos in, which triggers shift, amusingly. We can then do Erratic Assistant upstairs and another Erratic Assistant, which kills the top guy. We can then do double Inspires middle and Spear Steward's out. He lives. This is the one that actually had hit something before, which is kind of cool. Free scaling, I suppose. Okay. How do we want to approach you now? Anything that gets on top floor is liable to survive permanently, which is kind of cool. Which is the same too, actually. Funny. I may as well place a Scissor Hands on Talos, right? Sure, she can take it. We will tank on a bunch of Scissor Hands downstairs, which actually doesn't work out in our favor, but that's okay, right? It's fine. Sure. This gets cleaved pretty quickly. Do we win on middle? We do win on middle. I can yank a Daze forward, which I think is pretty cool. Yes, the yank on Meat Hook does save the day, which is amazing news. It keeps Firebrand alive, which is super important. Cool. We managed to scale the usual suspects, actually, and we don't have to play anything else. And we get some scaling on Vampire Lady. For no real reason other than I might as well. Cool. Alright, we take 9. It's fine. -1 cleave is the pick, for sure. 100%. Holdover, it's alive. Well, that's a shift usage if I've ever seen it. That's really strong. We can just funnel that into all sorts of things. I mean, we've taken so many calcified embers, by the way, and it has been 3 calcified embers. The Sinner Salve is doing work. We're going left. I want to look at a Banished banner and a Merchant of Steel. Large Stone, Smidge Stone. Interesting. Damage Shield 3 Battle Dancer. I mean, with a holdover on a shift card, that's pretty good, right? Now, the other element that's worth noting is I do think Smidge Stone is essentially multi-strike, right? So if I do Smidge Stone Meat Hook, he can be tiny and you can fit on the floor with the Battle Dancer Firebrand angle, which is pretty good in my opinion. If we see a Titanite, it goes Firebrand. If we see a multi-strike, it goes Battle Dancer. We will be able to re-roll on this, and that's good. Yeah, spin it. What do we get? Neither. We managed to miss all of the things we want. Incredible. Thanks, Monster Train. Very cool. It's like Monster Train finds ways to make me frustrated, even though Shiny Shoe has done great work in making the shops better, right? Like, you're so likely to see anything you want. I could have taken any of the others. And yet now it's like, nope, you don't get that. So, no dualism, no multi-strike, no Titanite. Can't believe it. Ugh, unreal. Now they're going to give me an overstack and I'm just going to be mad. Copy a card 5 times? Copy a card 5 times? Wait, but I planned for this. Do I just double smack the... There's no way I want to play 9 or 10 Inspires. There's a world where I click this on Cleave. Unfortunately, the Cleave is not 0 cost. What if you do X5 on a Calcified Ember just to dunk on the game? Now, I think an X1 on It's Alive might be it, and then we go to a magic shop, make them both cheaper. It's a little annoying. One could maybe be intrinsic, one could be -1, that would be fine. Copy a card one time. I was talking about X5 targets, and I'm looking at this Inspire like it's not an X5 target, man. It's just not. You don't want to click that. If Cleave were one cheaper, I would click that, for sure, in a heartbeat. Maybe I'd click it anyway. Is it good at 1 cost? Very possibly. This is just slam dunk. But I actually think that with the draft of Battle Dancer, the second It's Alive is too good to skip. So we do an X1 on this. And that is a good use of this, and we're happy about it. We save our money. We're going to be looking for a -1 and an intrinsic -1 at the magic shop. Cool. Chill. Move on. Thank you, Sinner Cell, for being so cracked. I'm glad this artifact stayed, because especially with the Covenants, man, like, look at this value. It's bonkers. Now, this is pushback, which I honestly don't care about. So, neat. Great. Thanks, Monster Train. Then here, Talos can bait. Actually, Damage Shield 3 is totally legit here, right? Like, super legit, in my opinion. Cool, yeah, we go down. It's good, right? And then I do some It's Alive nonsense here. Well, and then spam some Inspires and we're good. Yeah, this seems good. You'll go middle. I'm not afraid. I will put Twisted Assistant... what? Upstairs, I guess? Downstairs? Probably downstairs. Get it killed. Spear Steward can go live upstairs. I can also just daze the boss whenever I so feel like it, and it really doesn't matter that much. Then we can pull this forward and we clear everything. Cool. And then I will put Spear Steward up top, just because it baits the man, and that's good. Forces him to go up, which is fine. Man, I'm surprised we're not clearing this floor, actually. Well, I'll put the Sanguine Assistant up top to take the hit. I guess I'll buff upstairs, too. I gotta be cautious about these Chosen Shield Bearers, though, right? I think I can afford... yeah, I think we can leap in front here and then pull forward and we let that sit and that's fine, right? Thing is so durable. Yikes. Now I wish to pull Firebrand forward. We're going to daze the guy. We're going to eat dirt here, I think. We managed to avoid taking... we take 7 here. Interesting. Now, Windblade is worth considering on Battle Dancer. I should have done this in a different order, I think. I should definitely have put... it's going to be worth more, right? I think it's worth more. I'm not going to click it. We'll put it into Talos here. It's fine. All right, we take a little bit upstairs. We have the Pyre health for this. It's fine. Sure, we eat some dirt. That's okay. Train Steward's doing his best up top, which is great. Go get a Moratic Assistant. Good stuff. Shield Steward, go forth. We have double It's Alives here, which is great. So I'm going to do some real big work here. Big numbers, huge shift value, great. We have Meat Hook, although I think he has to go bottom floor. He does. That's great news. Meat Hook, here's a buff. I don't feel like getting sapped. Here, I wish for my lad downstairs to do his best at staying alive. He pushes 132 damage, and that is great, I think. Look at him go. Well done, bud. Well done. Cool. And then, yeah, we play out the other Calcified Ember. It's easy. We get free buffs on our units upstairs. Great. And then we get to do cool shift stuff here, and we're fine. Don't touch anything else. I guess we can daze the boss. Sure. Doesn't actually change it only by 2 health because of the lifesteal. Funny. That's okay. We're out. All right, good. Even with a bad setup on that steel shop, we get good value. Cool. Tome of the Lost Path is strong. Yes. Double-Edged Bearer is, well, I mean, that's multi-strike. Do we have to click multi-strike when it's shown? Man, I want all of these cards. Blood-Soaked Arena is so good here. Get those slays, get that valor. I would rather go to a steel shop. I think Tome of the Lost Path is the strongest card here. I think it is. Yeah, I'm going to click it. Is that who I think it is? Incant Armor 2 Sword Maiden? Wait, but you're pretty good, aren't you? How much Ember am I spending? Not a lot, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in deployment. I have to take Ember anyway. Wait, but Sword Maiden, this is your best run possible. Do we hard pivot? I don't think we do, right? It's so tough, but what if I just have her? She can just be on a different floor. We don't have to consolidate. She can go, and Firebrand could solo too. She could be my tank. What if I just take her? Oh, looks, I clicked her. Oops, that's a complete accident. Oh no. What a terrible decision I've made. I'm actually not mad about the Incant Armor 2, by the way. That's really cool. This is so good. I can just play her on bottom with, like, every other graft unit, and then they die, and she can then equip it, and it goes nuts. It's just really good. All right, Magic Shop. Don't mess me up, man. Don't mess me up. Spell Chain is takeable. -1 goes into, yes, it's alive. It's really important that we click it. I'll tell you what, Spell Chain on Tome of the Lost Path really lets you assemble a squad, doesn't it? I can then later dupe the... What is it? What's the guy? The Battle Dancer, and they can just fly around each other with Talos. Man, this would have been a crazy run for melee weakness Talos too. Now, if I buy this, I go 150, and I can't re-roll into anything. True. That's true. All right, we are going to buff Enchantress here. I think we want more stats. More stats. Yes, more stats. The Spell Chain's not bad. But, let's be clear, if I reroll and see a remove consume, it's just as good, kinda. It's a little slower, but it's just as good. So, let's do the reroll. There's a lot of things we can hit. -2 consume. Double stack. No, there's no double stack target here. Holdover. Holdover cleave is backline managed, right? It's just that easy. Do enough damage, and then this kills all the backlines. I think this is it's gotta be it. It's gotta be this cleave. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Let's go. -2 in consume. I do think we want to do that on, like, random cards. So let's, like, burn out and inspire here, I think. And then move on. The dupe here. We don't have a great dupe yet. It could just be Tome of the Lost Path, actually. Just make another copy of this, and then we can consolidate and get everyone buffed. I actually think that's great. Now, if I had done the Spell Chain and then done this dupe, I actually don't think I would have cared that much, right? I don't need 4 of these, right? I just need a couple. That's good. Good upgrade. We'll move on. Save some money for the steel shop, because I need this trial, as it turns out. As it usually ends up, I pretty much just go, well, I have to click the trial. Corrin, Savageries, Hunters, a tough combat, but we should be okay. We might be consolidating into top or middle, maybe. Or middle, maybe. Do Sword Maiden bottom. I want to try this out. She draws a card. Honestly, pretty cool. We'll have Talos down here. We then do Dancer, Meat Hook, Firebrand, Windblade on turn 1. And it's doable, right? Wow. All right, we're going to go ahead and fly Talos up here, and then we're going to sack the Shield Steward here. I'm amazed that doesn't have damage to kill her. 9, and yeah, I guess it does. Math. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's pull this guy forward and end it at least. All right, cool. Cool, and then the way this works is we go Erratic Assistant, 1, 2, 3, 9, 9 works here. Yes. We then get It's Alive. Now, I want to do a Daze here, I think. We can yank forward. Do I Daze here? It's a good question. I'm going to go ahead and do Tome of the Lost Path on Battle Dancer and fly it behind here. And then that gives Valor to Firebrand. We're looking for a way to push some numbers on this guy. Okay, she's got some armor generated now, which is pretty cool. Take 37 hit here, it's fine, right? Then I can advance the money, and that's good. Now, what is the best way to get this kill? Good question. What's the best way of getting damage numbers? All right, that does get a kill. That's good. This is going to look strange, but what if we fly Talos upstairs, you play the Graft out? I actually think we are going to do some nonsense. We hit the Inspire. This guy's doing 19 damage because he slayed twice. Yikes. It's a good thing Firebrand is busto. We're going to fly up, which does double trigger here still, which is good. Right? Then we can do Erratic Assistant up here. Push numbers. Push numbers. It's Alive, and we cleave out and save 15 Pyre health here, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. I do have to answer this top floor dude somehow, so that's terrifying. Great, I haven't hit cleave yet. That sucks. Okay, now there is a point where I can... 2 hits are coming in. I can do Sanguine Assistant upstairs and Erratic Assistant upstairs. And then I can fly Sword Maiden away. Right? Right, we shift forward, fly Sword Maiden up. It's Alive here. Inspire. And we're doing it. Okay, we're clearing it. That's so much revenge. She goes down to 5 health. The multi-strike, by the way, is spicy. Top floor is passing away, but we cleave, right? We cleave it. We fly Talos in now, right? Totally. How much health does she have? Not a lot, so let's keep her safe in the back. There you go. We get the shift value. Very cool. Click some It's Alive action. I guess I can keep... I have a 19 health Graft unit that I guess is hanging out here. Sure, why not? Play some dudes downstairs that definitely just die. And then now we have it, right? We're clearing this train. She's going to spawn and bring them down and then go crazy mode. We have Cleave online, so I'm not afraid, pretty much. I have the ability to fly back and forth. So what we do is we do shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, leave you in front for 73 armor. Seems decent. Hold the cleave. 74 armor is pretty good here. And then we're going to fly back. Right? And then we hit the cleave on this turn. And we win. Yeah. It was old. Don't mess around too much. I think we can make this work. I will play... Sure, you know what? I actually think stacking more health on the Twisted Assistant makes more sense than putting it on... Or rather, on the Erratic Assistant makes more sense than putting it on the Twisted. We get a lot of value here. I can save 32 health here. There's no reason not to. She has the lifesteal. It doesn't really matter. So, sure. Alright, we get out. Spicy, but good. We take it. Alright. Talos lives. Incredible. Demonize. Penitent's Death Suit. I don't know if Firebrand draws this. Or not Firebrand. I don't know if Sword Maiden is made to draw this yet or not. So I'm not going to click that. I don't think it's really amazing here anyway. Demonize with a -1. That's maybe functional. Maybe? I think this card, like... The fact that I'm not excited to take this card with a free -1 in it is pretty telling, right? Like, this... I think this is overcosted. I think this maybe should be 2 Ember, right? Like, why is this 3? It feels so overcosted. Imprison Zephyr's fun. I'm not going to really use this right now, I don't think. I'd rather have more control, but I think we skip here. Yeah, we skip. Sinner Salve is continuing to be ridiculous. Anyway, Organ Harvester, I think. Or Replicator Ray. Hey, wait, Replicator Ray is bonkers? I don't care about a Calcified Ember. Okay. Replicator Ray is pretty bonkers. We're going to go to this steel shop. We got all the money. Incredible. Give me good stuff. Multi-Strike. Incredible. Battle Dancer is now cooking. Wonderful. I don't need this other stuff. Give me, I don't know, any of the other things I like. Yeah, Dualism and Titanite. Beautiful. Dualism goes into Meat Hook. So now my brother's got that Daze 2. Amazing. And then Titanite goes into Firebrand, and it's pretty much great. Now, if I see another steel shop, am I seeing another steel shop? We look ahead. There's not a really great steel alignment with stuff I want, and I want another magic shop for a -1, which unfortunately 6 does not have a steel shop, or I might consider it. The last steel shop is ring 8. Maybe I don't do anything fancy. Let's just give Sword Maiden some health, I guess. Sure, she is kind of just here because I think it's cool and it accelerates me a little bit. The rest of my floor is doing everything. Eventually she'll fly into my floor, and that's cool for her. Good job. Great. We go full all in. We're happy. Everlasting Light is pretty awesome. We can also put this on the unit with Dualism, so he generates 4, or we could put it on Battle Dancer. It doesn't really matter. It's a really good pickup here. Really good card. Click it. Removals are... I think this is Shield Steward time, isn't it? Maybe? I think it is Shield Steward time. I'm actually going to cut the Shield Steward that didn't get an upgrade and the Spear Steward that hasn't gotten a stat boost, right? These are the cuts that are happening. A 1237 is like, that's not amazing, but he's like almost a Demon Fiend. I don't know. We'll move on. Okay. I think we have it so far, as long as I don't mess up. I can afford this -1 draw. It's not great. It slows me down quite a bit, but it's fine. Okay. First things first. We're actually going to play the Sword Maiden first, see what it brings us. It's Quodo, so I don't really care about playing on a lower floor, so we'll do Sword Maiden. Get that Everlasting Light, good. We can Talos here. I guess I can put the Battle Dancer on this floor. I don't think we want to. I think the way you want to do this is we need to assemble the floor first in case we got to fly in quick, right? Yeah, assemble the floor. Good to do. We could... This can go on either Meat Hook or Battle Dancer for similar value, right? It's doubled up, it's dualismed on Meat Hook, but it's multi-striked on Battle Dancer. And I'd like to give him the Windblade, Battle Dancer, the Windblade. So I think we will take this Everlasting Light on Meat Hook here. That seems good to me. And then, yeah, Talos comes and does exist. Great. She's there. Amazing. Alright. Windblade on Battle Dancer. Fly, Battle Dancer. Fly upstairs. Great. I get to play some erratic assistant nonsense on middle. Cool. Cool. We're getting Valor on this. Great. They're just here. They have a lot of health for fun reasons, I guess. Do I just airdrop the Replicator Ray here? Possibly. It turns out it's pretty good. All of my units have crazy stats. Insane, right? Crazy. Now, I do think the Replicator Ray is, let's be real, pretty good. Get an extra one of these guys. I'd like to maybe wait. I'll wait, right? I think it's fine to wait. Let's yank this thing forward to kill it, and that's pretty good. Right, we're happy about that. Okay, let it sit. Sure. We're slow, so we might not even see some of these cards again. Okay, I am going to yank the Collector forward for money. I'm going to pull It's Alive on Battle Dancer here. It's just really good to do it. Our mid floor is actually quite durable in sort of a shocking way. No reason to fly, right? No, there's no reason to fly here. Yeah, let him hit. Whatever. Crunch everything. My lifesteal assistant is not dying. It's actually not ideal, right? Amazing. Great. We're definitely doing the right stuff here. We're going to go ahead and shift here. I'm going to go ahead and shift here, and then I'm going to go ahead and shift Firebrand forward. The rest of this is free. Good job. My mid floor is indestructible. Here's a train steward who dies. You ever get the feeling like this combat's maybe easier than the combat that came before it? It's very durable, like a lot of executioners, but that's a lot of durability. But yeah, fair enough. I don't know. This is tricky. We are going to take hits here. I'm over here. I'm talking smack, and the truth is that I'm not, like, I haven't drawn so slow. I haven't hit my trample guy or much of anything. I also have, like, not gotten any of my assistants killed because this enemy floor is so low damage. It looks like we are going to get clobbered for 12 here. I guess I could daze something and yank it, huh? I don't actually think this daze helps because, you know, you can daze your own allies, right? It's kind of wild. I could save 6, but it doesn't work out ideally, right? Because you get 64, 96 comes and kills this front guy, then you get the 96 and everyone else on the mid dude. So I'm taking 12 right now. If I yank in the back, I save 6, but I almost certainly am pushing a lot less here because the 64 gets wasted on the hunter. And then you go double tap into this guy and he walks up and I take more damage actually because he takes less here. You can't really play games like this. So we let this sit, I think, and they walk. Ouch. Okay, fine. Photo, don't be bad. Here. I'm going to yank this stupid harpist forward. Alright, I'm going to pull here. I'm surprised this gets the kill if I do this. We can fly forward. That also gets the kill, shockingly. Well, let's not mess with this too much. I want the armor here, so that's fine. Okay, we haven't actually seen any of our flights yet, which is hilarious. I'd sure love to see a flight card. Cool, we do see a flight card, so we can evac the Sword Maiden at least, which is pretty cool. I will evac her. Great, there you are. That lets me play other Sanguine Assistant, which these guys I'm pretty sure just buy me some Titan Skin turns, which is cool. Let's yank some things forward, I think. Yes, then we pull forward. Fair enough, okay. Yeah, this pushes some Titan Skin, which is nice. That's good. We do win. I could daze this guy, of course. Great. We did fine. We never drew Cleave or Twisted Assistant, which tells me that Mind Muddler is terrible. Like, don't sleep on how bad this is, right? It's bad. Fortunately, we do get a lot of value from this Sword Maiden angle here, which is pretty cool, as we finally get to play out some stuff. Yeah, you can. This is powerful, right? I mean, she's doing 95 damage. That's pretty legit, right? She's actually hitting reasonably hard, so it's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I like it. Okay. Another Tome of the Lost Path. Permafrost Benediction. It's an interesting card because it's AoE. I like that. It's a little. I don't know about the permafrost part. Another Tome of the Lost Path? Man, I don't know if I need 3 of these. We can really fly the floor together, huh? We have 4 on floor right now, is the play. And then with Talos, right? And then you add the Shield Maiden, Sword Maiden, and that goes to 5. So that would require 3. I could then take another Battle Dancer. Where are my dupes? I guess they line up pretty well. Dupe on 7 and 8. Sure. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think Lead Songbird is also quite decent here to fly in. But I mean, where's my Ember coming from? 6 Ember? I'm playing what? The thing is I basically am losing out on the Ember cost of the Sword Maiden's draw, which is not ideal. But all of my cards, all of my equipment is 1 cost right now, so that's fine. Lead Songbird's pretty good. Damage Shield 3 is good at keeping it alive. This adds a reasonable amount of damage to the floor. It's not as good as, say, Trample guy, though. Let's take the other Tome of the Lost Path here. I think that's fine. Spike of the League. Risky Operation. Reduce friendly unit to 1 health. Apply plus 10 attack and lifesteal 2. Acid Shower. Spell Chain. Spell Chain's Spike of the League is interesting. I do like Reanimate, but it's not really my whole jam right now. It's okay. It's good, but it's not helping me much. These are all good cards, big payouts. I don't think it's Acid Shower. It's a weird card. I guess it takes a -1 pretty well, but I am already seeking a -1 into the other It's Alive, so we can shift very effectively. Intrinsic Risky Operation is, I guess, a free draw on the first time through my deck, right? I guess it's pretty decent, actually, with the Intrinsic. The fact that it's a free draw is nice. We will be going Magic Shop. Yes. We talked about this. Remove Consume permanently. You want to have 1,000,000 Tome of the Lost Path or Replicator Ray going nuts. The double stack is not it. The -1 is going into It's Alive, I think. I should maybe wait. No, I should not wait. I was going to say if I see an Intrinsic, but no, we can't take that risk of switching here and not seeing the Intrinsic. What do we think about this Replicator Ray, huh? 2 cost, make another copy of a unit. Do it again. It's good, right? It's very good, in fact. It's just it requires I put stuff into... I kind of think a permafrost might actually be better here. Think about my floor. I have 4 wide. I fly in Shield Sword Maiden for 5 wide. I dupe 2 more Battle Dancers, fly them in. It's basically like an evacuation. The idea is I would like to keep Sword Maiden on her own floor for as long as physically possible. And with enough health from Talos, she might get there. She's hard to incant because I don't really want to have... Like, I'm not playing Inspires on her floor, though, right? So that incant 2 is kind of hurting me, but it's fine. It's fine. I think a dualism would have been much cooler on her, but yeah, whatever. The dualism is better placed elsewhere. It's much better on my Days Brother. It's so important for savagery and for just savagery and savagery, actually. Seraph and the Titan. Okay. I think Replicator Ray is pretty good. We have a lot of equipment to abuse this with, so let's do it. It's good. Let's... Plus 10. No, I don't have anything. Double stack. No, thank you. Reroll on that. Okay, we see a spell chain here. This is probably the risky operation spell chain. Probably, right? I like it. Take it, sure. -2 in consume. Let's do that on a challenge here. Burn this card. Permafrost. You know, it would have been nice to have, but it's fine. I think we're about at the point where I'm cutting other stewards. What's coming up? Magic Shop dupe. Pyre remains low money impact. Let's buy 1 removal on Spear Steward here. Okay, get rid of a boy. Alright, we'll move on after clicking the armory. Fight Club? I mean, we take Fight Club, right? I don't even have a room right now. We may as well take it. I consider Fight Club like the baseline value you expect from a room card. So, yeah, Fight Club it is. Let's go. Cool, great. It's an excellent clanless card to pick up. We stack our floor wide, so that will be very strong. Cool. Okay, this is Kale. Kale says, scary. Kale says you want to play bottom floor. I'm a little concerned I don't scale fast enough, but I do think we are going to go Firebrand. We're going to play bottom. Meat Hook can go in the back, I guess, here. Great. We will Sword Maiden here. Everlasting Light. Remember, Battle Dancer needs to be copied. So let's Everlasting Light middle here, or rather on Meat Hook. I will take Talos upstairs. This will bait Hail, which I do think is very important. We get the risky operation play here. I can cleave bottom, which is pretty big. I think I'm going to buff. I'm not going to take the shift here. I'm going to buff in front so I can get the big cleave that actually kills the enemies. Good. I'm going to put the erratic assistant middle. Inspire play here, looking solid. Now, do I fly Talos in? Yeah, of course I do. There's no reason not to, right? There you go. Flyer in. Great. Now, you should go middle or bottom. Dealer's choice. Excellent. Fantastic. And then, yeah, cleave. Drawing it like this is just huge. We just go ahead and do an It's Alive in front, even though it's not ideal, and that slaughters everything. Wonderful. And now we just play a bunch of erratic assistants here. Just give me Valor into my floor. Well done. Great. Cool. We get the Fight Club. We get the Cleave. Great. We then put the Scissor Hands into Artificer Lady. And we play another Sanguine Assistant up top. Great job. And I get to actually put another Shield Steward down to bait. Incredible. We actually here can daze Hail, which lets me freely pull Battle Dancer forward here, which I appreciate. Great, fine. Could maybe have done that in a different order to use flight a little better there, but that's fine. Calcified Ember's gone. We tome with the flight path on our person. Great. I then get to do a yank here. Cool. Use shift on this. Cleave. Good. Train Steward might live. Get him. Get him, Train Steward. I get another flight on the floor. Who wants to fly in? Who wants to fly in here? Actually, are we good? No, there's more Twisted Assistance and stuff. So, we definitely are cleaving on bottom, and that pretty much just slaughters everything here. But who's flying in? Who wants to go in, right? It's like, is it erratic assistant mark? I don't know. Sure. Like, fly you in, I suppose. May as well get you on the floor. Sure. Great. We're going to fly in. I think Sanguine Assistant looks cooler. I like her cape, so I'm flying her in. Great. Cool. We did it. And then we can do shift, pull, inspire. We're going to leave Sword Maiden on floor for now. She's kind of just farming. Great. Now here we do Scissor Hands on Battle Dancer plus Replicator Ray on this guy, which turns out is pretty darn good, right? We go ahead and do a shift like this. Then we can do a cleave on the whole floor. And then we can daze the boss for fun. And we're cruising, I think. Yeah, cool. Great work. Okay, great. We're doing a lot of damage, and I like that. Meanwhile, Shield Steward is invincible, I guess. I think it's time. Here, Sanguine Assistant. There you go. Give me some buffs. We'll fly our lady down now. Amazing. We get the shift in back now, which also buffs Sword Maiden. And I think we're probably in a pretty good spot overall. Cleave. Pull forward. Good enough. Guess Sanguine Assistant can also fly forward to trigger shift? Sure. Right? Get it, I guess. Great. Amazing. I didn't even get to play some of my cards because I have so many holdovers, which is actually okay, but it's kind of bonkers when you think about it. Just play bottom floor and obliterate the world, right? Womp. Great. Well, Spear Steward is going to live. Kale just dies. Amazing. Looks like we're doing it. Wonderful. Stats for all. Almost all. Not everyone gets it. We actually still have a 9-1 erratic assistant somehow. Incredible. Minds of their own. Isn't this disgusting? I don't know about the spell chain, but this is going to be really good. Make everything on my floor attack. Alternatively, I could brain transfer using my crazy high stat erratic assistance and stuff, which is very entertaining, but I guess it's possible to do. I think Minds of Their Own is just going to be more powerful. Draw cards, please. Please, I need to draw cards. We go magic side here. It's correct. True. Health. Good. Now, do we want big payout here, or do we want shift for melee weakness? I'm going to be honest with you. We get double procs on this, the plus 10, plus 20. It's a big stat gain, right? Because it goes from plus 4 to plus 10 damage and plus 10 health to plus 20 health. That's big. The more I do this, the easier it becomes to bottom or mid floor on Titans. So there's value in that. Now that said, the melee weakness pivot here, we have a lot of shifting on our floor, right? Just a lot. I could involve Talos in that. I think this is pretty close. I think it's pretty close. I think actually the Enchantress play lets things like lower floor Sword Maiden excel. So obviously for the early turns, right? It's not, she's not living there forever, but this helps a lot for that. I think we're going to go Enchantress 3. Yeah, okay, fine. We get a dupe. Wonderful. Remove consume. I can do that again. I don't know why I would want to. Holy Stone. I don't think so. I could -1 Minds of Their Own, and then this means that it takes 4 Ember to play everything. Pretty expensive. Now, admittedly, most of my deck is free, so there's that. It's true. It's not really... You think about it, there's really not that much in my deck after a certain point. It's kind of like, well, that's it. This is nonsense powerful, though, so sure, we'll click that. 20 consume, Holy Stone, no. Remove consume, no. Reroll it. Holdover on what? I don't even know. Double stack on what? I will continue to -2 and consume. My challenge is going to go away here. That's fine. Great. Spear Steward, I mean, my guy's a 1647. Maybe he makes it, right? Maybe he gets there. I don't know. I'm going to leave him in for now. He's beefy enough that it's worth it. Now, what is the dupe here? It's the shift guy. Where are you? Battle Dancer. There you are. Yeah, you're coming in, champ. Good job. Duplicate. Great. You're going to fly in. You're going to live behind Shield Maiden. Sword Maiden. Maiden of whatever. Why is it so hard for me to remember what you are? It's weird because I think she's built more like a Shield Maiden, even though she doesn't have a shield, right? Her ability just reads very Shield Maiden-esque. All right, well, I guess we're playing bottom floor. This is Amalgams. This is a Thane. Of course, one of the bosses was going to require us to play bottom floor anyway. I think we just play in the either bottom or mid, and this is fine. I think we play bottom. Talos is always upstairs here, just chilling. It's fine. Sword Maiden middle. It's a Windblade draw. So I think the plan here is Meat Hook, Firebrand, Battle Dancer here. Getting the other Battle Dancer in is, I think, more important than the Windblade. Okay, we get a lot of good stuff. First things first, we get Fight Club, which is big. I get a lot, really good draw, actually. We're going to go ahead and Tome on Battle Dancer, Tome on Sword Maiden. We're flying in. Yes, flying in. I'm flying Talos in too, right? For sure I am. We hit the challenge up front. We hit the cleave. Right? Hit the inspire. Do I hit the daze? Maybe. Actually, I think we're okay, right? We're going to clear it with Sword Maiden next turn. We could actually fly her in right now, in fact. But I'd like her to benefit a little bit from some of the assistance. So we'll do it like this. I think this is acceptable. Good turn 1. Now, of course, dude's healing, sadly. So that's not ideal, but fine. Maybe that was a problem. Maybe I should have given this a little bit more of the time of day. We do Sanguine Assistant... Sanguine Assistant. Interesting. What if I then do... I'm gonna fly you forward here, maybe? It's a weird pick. We're always clicking cleave here, which cleaves bottom out. I think we're gonna fly... Doesn't matter, really. I come close to doing this, huh? This guy's gonna walk on me and I don't like it. He's gonna pummel me a bit. If I'd flown her down, I would have gotten the kill. I was being greedy. I knew I could have done it. I was just like, we'll figure it out. We'll draw into it, and we didn't. Okay, well, I could fly her upstairs next. Alright, we'll figure it out next turn. We'll figure it out. We come so close, man. Coming so close. We clear bottom. It's huge. Okay, great. Alright, we're flying her up. Right. We're dropping Erratic Assistant here, I think. We're going to do some flying here. It's good to do it. We want to get our shifts in. Is this a good enough cleave? Wait a second. We're not actually cleaning this floor, are we? I go 72. Push this. We at least kill one guy. And then what? We do graft here. Okay, this guy walks on me and pummels me pretty hard here. It's not ideal. Okay. Now, let's think about it. We clear this floor. So the question becomes, what is happening? What are we doing now? I would like to Erratic Assistant upstairs here. More sword stuff, right? Minds of Their Own middle is not great. Minds of Their Own bottom does nothing. Bad, generally. We yank forward like this. Now, in an ideal world, I would like to Tome of the Lost Path on Firebrand and fly her forward. This is my cleave, which clears the whole wave, so we answer it. That's true, we get it. Okay. What a bizarre combat. This guy is, unfortunately, I think he is walking into me here, right? It would be valuable to fly down and get Sword Maiden in the action, I think. How do we want to approach this? I think we definitely want to play Everlasting Light on this turn. Just true enough. And then if I click Minds of Their Own, we get Valor 4, which is pretty solid. So that I'm happy with. Now the question then becomes, like, this middle guy. I mean, this guy's just going to walk on me and pretty much just pummel, I guess. We're going to fly Firebrand forward. It's the correct play here. Okay. This is a dangerous Heaven Seal. Okay, now the real question is, I mean, I have to play Cleave downstairs. There's pretty much no way around it. So let's yank someone forward, hit them with the Cleave here. Great. I will then fly you back. And then I will fly Talos forward. We're flying upstairs. I'm going to play the Wind Blade now, maybe? Maybe. 8 damage? Alright, so a yank here does pretty solid work. Right, if I yank forward 114 by 2, that's 228. And then 6552 gets the shot. So I think we push good numbers if I do It's Alive here. Yeah, 254. Hit him with the Inspire. And then we're going to win before this guy walks up. This is the last guy that walks on us here. So it's tough. It's the last enemy that walks. I think I'm just going to put the Wind Blade upstairs here, and that will have to do. I can... If I shift for 1, it doesn't really do enough. This guy's hitting us for 24? Really? Yikes, man. Yikes. Alright, fair enough. Ugh, alright, sure. Man, that is a dangerous heaven seal here. We're really nickel and diamond on this thing, and it's like, that's so much of our Pyre health. Now we can finally fly this downstairs. I should not have done this, is maybe what I'm picturing here. Yeah, it's hard to say, man, but now we clear it. Great, go us, right? We've done it. I don't feel weak, but I also don't feel terribly like this was too much Pyre health spent. I think I have to mandatorily go to the Pyre remains now. Like, can we win downstairs? Like, great job, I guess. We get it. It's fine. Don't click anything. It's okay. You have the X, so I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, if I didn't have the X, I would mess with this a little bit, but we don't. We do, so it's okay. The whole train is getting a ridiculous amount of Celebrate buffs, but I'll tell you what, we would have gotten more value out of the melee weakness here, so that's okay. We'll let it go. We did our best. Did our best here, so it will have to do. We get the kill, everyone buffs. Just way too much damage taken. That's too much. Begone heals for 2. Right? That's true. Imprisoned Zephyr is a dangerous play, but everyone does have a truckload of health. Like, everyone on my floor has a ton of hit points. Maybe it is this. We can always take this, right? It's fine, I guess. Makes it very hard to assemble the floor, but I guess it's okay. I'm going to grab it, actually. I think that's good enough. Holy Stone Replicator Ray is not what I want, but it's fine, I guess. Sure. Okay. 3 health. Do I have to go left? I think I have to go left, unfortunately. We'll rely on Replicator Ray. We can make it work. Valor grants an additional +1 armor. Okay, sure. Catalyzing Agent. I have no unstable. Great. Golden Idol in the 8th rank shop, 8th floor shop. Name a more iconic duo for Monster Train. Equipping a friendly unit restores them to full health. Deepwood. Equipping a unit gains them 10 armor. Not good. Where's my Celestial Cascade? Where's my Karmic Sensor? Come on, Monster Train. There were so many good choices, and you gave me none of them. Ugh, even if I do have the equipping here, it's not helpful. Dualism. You know, it would have been nice to put that on the Sword Maiden. It would have been nice if you gave me, I don't know, Firestone Housing, Monster Train. Instead, I have to, purchase this garbage? Shouldn't have taken that trial in hindsight. So it's what cost me here. It's 400 gold, not important. Now I'm in a much worse position for the Titans. Yeah, that trial was wrong. Interesting, fascinating. We were too slow. We would have gotten it without him, right? Because we would have used the other guys upstairs to get rid of it. So would have been fine. I would have taken, like, saved 57 Pyre health. And then I would be going to the right, duping, much more powerful overall. Yeah, that trial was wrong. Fascinating. Okay, TIL. All right, we're going to click the buttons. I'm going to buy these at least. I'm going to purge stuff. I think I am removing the Shield Steward. There's no reason to keep him here. That's true. We'll cut the Shield Steward now. I need to draw better stuff is the problem. But the real issue that I'm having is, well, What if I just... Twisted Assistant? What if he just stays alive? He has... I give him Dualism, Conduit. He has Conduit already because I drafted him. Is he good? Is this ever meaningful? I don't actually know. But dang. Man, there were so many good relics we could have seen. Emotome was on the deck. Yikes. Quick. Give him Quick Trample. What if we give him Quick Trample and then he cleaves waves? He does his best. It's not going to be very... He would do his best and it would not be very good, and that would have to be fine. I don't hate it though, right? He actually would get to reasonable damage numbers. I could fly him in. I've got so much flight. Honestly, like, okay, bud, right? Get in here, I guess. We're going to play a more normal floor setup. I'm not going to play into bottom or something on Savagery. We're going to play probably middle. Probably middle. Talos Baits on top. Shield Maiden is going to get pummeled, but she does have like 90 health, so that's kind of cool. I mean, I guess I buy some of these things. The purges are hard to justify. I mean, it's going to be Inspires, I guess. Just the least impactful cards I have. They're not bad, but they're not good. Yeah, let's cut these first. We're going to cut the Inspire. One more Inspire here, I think. That gets us down to a pretty decent point. I guess I'll take Quick, or do I can't buy another removal, so we will take Quick, I suppose. It's a reasonable usage. We can get rid of some chump blockers with him on Divinity, I suppose. He reaches some measure of reasonable level. Although I kind of like the Dualism because it does benefit our cleave. 10 free damage, which I don't hate. I think this is more impactful. If we were fighting like Dominion Seraph, I would take this, but let's go Twisted Assistant Dualism. Sure, why not, bud? Reanimate? Honestly, what if I just upgrade one of these things to be like 67 health? This is like a Demon Fiend Sanguine Assistant, which is kind of redonkulous, but sure. Ah, yes, the 79 health actually Erratic Assistant. There we go. Sure, get it, bud. Alright, we're doing our best. I think it is enough. We move on. I have hurt my position with that Ring 7 trial. So, we need to do better here. Do better. Okay. Now, I'm playing... Am I playing top? I'm playing top. Firebrand can take... Can you? She lives. 90 health? She does live. That's incredible, actually. Unreal. She does survive. Oh, she has Titanite anyway, so she doesn't care. Alright, good. Great. Wonderful. We can also just daze him. I don't care. Cool. We'll just daze the goober. Alright, good stuff. And then we go Sword Maiden middle. I think playing the Battle Dancer is more impactful than playing the Windblade here. Talos will fly in from floor 1. Vengeful Shard, Fight Club, just get it out of there right now. Great. Flight is active. Flight is good. Let's fly in the Battle Dancer for sure. Yeah, it's going to be that. I'm going to go ahead and buff them. Yes. Buff them. 69, nice. Inspire. But wait, we're going to fly Talos up first. Then Inspire. Okay. Now, I actually don't mind 21 damage here. I'm not going to daze Talos. This gets rid of the melee weakness, which I think is legit. I have no functional Minds of Their Own target. Bad draw here. Let it ride. Okay, cool. Alright, melee weakness is cleared. I need cleave, buddy. I need cleave. Fascinating. Erratic Assistant. If I give her the Everlasting Light, it's not correct, but I don't hate it. I could evacuate her at a moment's notice. If I buff, if I give her actually, if I give her It's Alive, it's enough. Yeah, sure is. Okay. Now Sword Maiden is cleared. We can get the Everlasting Light upstairs. It's great. I will give her the Evacuation Tome, but she's not using it yet. Continue buffing Inspire upstairs. It's good. Getting extra armor. At least Titan's Edict is on our floor, right? That's a good one. All right. We will take this. She takes a lot of damage, actually. Okay. Now, how am I dispatching of this? I need... Can I get this Erratic Assistant to live? 37? Close. I can clear the back line downstairs with this, right? She lives. It's important. That does matter. Now we can daze Savagery. There's no reason to keep the brother alive. We're going to continue doing some flight activities here. Great. I can do some forward motions, I think. There's no reason to not have Firebrand stay in front, in my opinion. I will be... She has to go bottom floor here. I saved 5 Pyre health on the Amalgam. I'm holding middle. We're not evacuating quite yet. Push numbers on Seraph. Okay, fine. We're doing our best. I didn't put the Flight Tome anywhere because I don't think I've seen the unit I want to put it on yet. Okay, bottom floor is terrifying. In fact, absolutely horrifying. It's so hard to know if Imprisoned Zephyr is correct. Mid-floor holds. Bottom floor crumbles because Seraph is here. And that is just going to be a true statement. Okay. How do we approach this? 85 cleave, I think, does empty mid-floor here. Sure does. Let's yank one. We get the cleave upstairs, which must be played. Good. I have to keep Sword Maiden on middle, I think. I think I do. I don't think there's any way I can save the bottom floor. Now, fortunately, bottom floor has no amalgams on this turn, so that's okay. The real question is, do I kill this floor if I play Imprisoned Zephyr? And I don't know if I do. Tough call. I can do 107, 107, 94, 94. I think I do, right? I can yank you forward. I can do the Inspire. We do. Okay. This is going to be bonkers. I'm going to be playing Windblade into Sword Maiden so she lives. Because she gets full healed and armored. That was why I didn't put it on this floor. Oh my gosh. We're really doing it, aren't we? Just absolute madness time. I think Seraph has to go middle here. Sure does. Okay, yeah, it's scary. We all agree. It's terrifying. Okay. Are we evacuating? I would sure like to not have to. Let's... Sanguine Assistant downstairs. Holds the floor like an absolute Chad. I can do Twisted Assistant, base tanking middle. Now, I will have to cleave middle if I want to get out of this. The question is, can I address top floor? It's a very good question that I don't know the answer to. We can just do crazy shift nonsense here. Right, we do this, and then I think I have to daze something. It's really difficult because I think I need to... I have to evacuate. I really don't want to evacuate here, but I might have to. Evacuation is the last resort. It means that mid-floor collapses, which really hurts our ability to deal with the amalgams. So... and all, because I have to evacuate if I can't cleave middle, is the thing. I win middle if I do cleave it. I can't play the replicator ray here. It just doesn't... it's not possible with the cleave angle. Push some damage numbers upstairs. It's super optional to do this. Mathematically, how am I pushing this, right? It's like 127. 127 is 154. 85. I have to bust out the calculator, right? Let's think about this. We have... I can't believe it's calculator time. It's 127 times 2, which is 254, of course, plus 85. Does that clear 367? It does not, which wastes one of our other guys' hits. Bad. Now, alternatively, consider the alternative where I cleave this floor. It's easy, right? Simple. All right, I don't think we get it. I think we evacuate. Okay, goodbye. Evacuation. We then play... we give one of the battle dancers a equipment so that they can be copied. We're not going to copy them yet. We then cleave this, and we give up the ghost on middle. And we're going to hope that we have other answers that can hold on for dear life. I'm not going to waste the Twisted Assistant. These are good draws into other stuff. Yeah. Okay, fine. Bottom floor holds on. Incredible. I have to hold on to middle. Go up. Great. We must cleave upstairs now. No choice. Here's Miss 79 health. Lunatic. Bottom floor is holding on too, incredibly. Great. This floor's gone mad with power. Let's daze and see if we can make this work. Who is my strongest unit? It's a good question. I think we clear it just by getting rid of cleavers. You know, sweepers, what I mean to say. I could pull Battle Dancer 2 forward. Yeah, let's pull you forward, which increases my cleave to the max. Now we're good, right? Put this on the other lad here. Getting Artificer value, good. We can cycle them too. Doesn't really matter too much. Talos ends in front. There is some serious value in getting the sweeper to take out the melee weakness on mid-floor stuff here. So... now, Seraph goes middle, I think, next. So this floor does, I believe, collapse. Let's leave them in for answers later. Okay, fine. We do get a bunch of shifting here, which is now paying out very effectively. Great. Wonderful. Oh, you went bottom floor. Fascinating. Terrible turn for you to go bottom floor. Absolutely awful turn for you to go bottom floor. Top floor is also pretty awful. We can fly one of them forward for the cleave, which is pretty critical, I think. This guy lives by 1 health. That's a bummer. Can then do an It's Alive, maybe. We lose 10 health here. I can't hold out bottom, right? In what world does this live? Put this in front, it just dies immediately. This is like the rage is doing it here. We're gonna lose mid floor too. Okay, this is actually good because it means that Seraph goes back to top, which I like. I have to not leak to the Pyre. This is such a complex nonsense turn. I absolutely am going ballistic here. I think we gain a lot by yanking once upstairs, then cleaving. Kills that mid dude. Very cool. Ends with Battle Dancer in front. I guess I don't hate that. Still ends with Battle Dancer in front. Put Talos in front. Fine too. Then it moves a little bit, that's fine. Sure, great. I can put Firebrand in front. It still ends the same way, great. I could also click Replicator Ray at this point, which I actually should super do. Great, incredible news. So that's fun, and then that just like, we just shift around here and they play fun games with each other, and that's cool, great. Let's burn this challenge on, I don't know, Seraph. Sure. We collapse all 3 floors, lose 10 health. We're at an hour and a half for anyone keeping track. Oh, right. Terrible news. We're going to just eat absolute dirt here, aren't we? Ugh. How do we answer this? Is there any world I can cleave middle? Did it even keep you alive? 9? No, not a chance. My guy's super dead. I guess I can give him 10 health. We're winning on top. I just need to not lose an additional 30 Pyre health here. Need to not lose an additional 30 Pyre health on this. How in the world do we beat... We literally cannot beat Titans if we lose 30 Pyre health here. It is absolutely impossible. Just 100% not functional. Okay. I can buff middle and do 45. Not ideal. Clear the 7. Does that help at all? Man, I wish I had like Rising Rage or anything. The problem is I can't even like next turn sacrifice a unit. Like maybe I fly a Battle Dancer down next turn, the one that has the most like stuff. If it can kill the amalgams, then I can walk up to Titans with 20 and I get what, 6 turns? Assuming I can threaten on every turn on Savagery. Ugh, yikes. Okay. I don't think I can give up Cleave upstairs. Let's just be clear. I'm looking at this like, is there any way I can get these back guys? I don't think so. I just don't think I hit enough. To play the Replicator Ray. I mean, that does give me 3 Pyre health. Probably... This seems pretty good. Did I seriously just throw that? Maybe I did, man. Oh, I did. I absolutely did. Terrible. Abysmal. I didn't do the math. I didn't see the stupid floor has reached 7-unit limit. I was like, yeah, I'll play it upstairs. It'll be great and save 3 health and then complete throw. Amazing. Great. Go me. Alright, we managed to kill 1 additional dude at least. So 117, get a lot of stats coming in. It's so hard to do the math on whatever's happening on Imprisoned Zephyr. Things like advance and then strike. So like, what if I do this? Well, that's even worse. Man, it's just bad. Taking 16 here, I'm taking 26. Taking 20, yeah, I'm basically dead. I made this worse by not playing this correctly. I could have at least gone to the Titans at 3 Pyre health, or like 10 Pyre health, but no, we're gonna have to restart this. Gosh, dang it. Alright, we're gonna have to blitz this. I'm running out of time. Okay. Is there a world I can play on a lower floor? Maybe. Let's consider the world where I could somehow pull this off. We have a lot of health. Man, I tell you what, Monster Train 1 had no combats as complex as the thing I'm just playing. I've got units shifting forward and backwards on every movement, every action. I've got so many tactical elements on Seraph's side that I need to manage. This game is, I don't care, everyone who says this game is easier than Monster Train 1 is crazy. Y'all are absolutely out of your mind if you think that's true. Huh, okay, round 3. Let's see. Let's Talos upstairs. That's for sure always going to be true. Now, am I playing bottom floor? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. So then let's Sword Maiden middle. We get 1 Battle Dancer here, and then we play the whole squad downstairs. Okay, let's try this out. Fight Club. Okay, Vengeful Shards are out. We fly in Battle Dancer first. It's good. Then we are going to evacuate Talos down here as well. Good. Play the shift cards. We have the damage shield, so I'm not afraid of these sweepers right now. I think there's a strong argument for pulling this guy forward, though. We can only get the 1 sweeper swinging right now, which is good. I'll take it. A little risky operation here. I think this is entirely fair. All right. Okay. Sweep. All right. Fair. Bottom floor. Terrifying. Good. Okay, we're doing something. Now, I can cleave here, which does great work. I can yank a Battle Dancer forward and then cleave it. I think we do need to consider the world where I'm flying. We gotta fly our Sword Maiden in, right? I think we get a lot of value by Everlasting Light here on front. I then wish to It's Alive in front for the cleave, which is big. Okay. Let's Erratic Assistant middle. I want to try to get that Sword Maiden value here. Okay. Top floor's not looking great on this one, but we are holding down the line at least. I don't want to take this damage. How do we avoid this damage? I want to fly Talos back for sure. Okay, how do I avoid this damage? I could fly. So we could do Erratic Assistant middle, right? And then I can fly her upstairs. We hold the floor. We get the cleave up top. That's true. This works, technically. Do some pulls, I think. And then I fly you forward. And then we pull this forward. I can reduce this damage by using the challenge upstairs, which gets this kill. And this lets me cleave downstairs, which I value. I'm taking 7 here. Okay. Alright, fair. 7. We're already doing a little better here, so fair enough. Terrifying. I do think this cleave must... We're starting to get to the turns where the cleaves have to be downstairs. There's really just no way around it. Right. Now, I can, of course, yank my units around first if I think one of them is going to get over 113. I do think this is... Fight Club is up. We want to click the cleave first. Let's put... Yeah, so let's yank one forward. Give it scissor hands. And then we'll cleave on that, right? Then I'm going to... It's alive here. Windblade the other one. Imprison Zephyr lands. Inspire. The problem is we're just slow enough on these heavies that I don't think we're pushing it, right? Like, I think mid-floor and we would be a little fast. We'd be fast enough to make this work. Taking 6 upstairs now. It's, you know, these numbers, they add up is the problem, right? Now, if we do good enough, this might be all right. Like, here we can do things like Sanguine Assistant upstairs. And then we can do the Twisted Assistant play here. Which is, I'm going to be real, pretty good, actually. Okay. We definitely need to yank something forward here. I pretty much have to go forward with... I have to cleave bottom. Again, there's no way around it. I could push like 10 more damage. I don't think I can actually get this kill upstairs, unfortunately. So this guy does walk on us again, sadly. We do some more yanking, I suppose. See who we can pull forward a bit. I think we daze Seraph here. It's good to do. Let's actually fly them around in the back. And then we'll toss Talos in the back. Man, it's a struggle fiesta, man. Let me tell you. Pull you forward. We lose a lot of revenge valor, which is bad. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Talos ends in front right now, which is Bizarre Land. Bizarro World for sure. Okay, well... Fair enough. We've got an amalgam we have to deal with now. This guy's going to walk on us. 25 health. Bummer. Okay. Alright, we're up to 36 right now, which is no bueno. Again, we're in a situation where I must pull someone forward. I live on middle, amazingly, which, because of he's dazed, so that's amazing news. So we can push numbers by getting a Sanguine Assistant on top, right? Which kills this guy. This random extra floor doing excellent work. Fantastic, actually. Which lets me do some cheeky stuff downstairs. Great, I think. I'm going to actually keep my top floor alive, believe it or not. I think this next turn, we're going to fly Sword Maiden down And we're going to... what? What are we doing from there? It's a good question. Not actually sure. We're going to fly her down and maybe make her fight. I think that's probably fair. Okay, do I play these units? I don't think I want to. We'll fly her down, she'll fight the gladiator, I think. Okay, yeah, fine. Great. We can't let her fly down yet. It's okay. Ugh, alright. You go upstairs. Scary. We're evacing on middle. Or on top. Flying middle. Great. Acceptable. I think a single challenge clears upstairs. Bottom floor is in absolute shambles. I think I'm going to do a yank 1, yank 2, leave. Good. And then we play an additional scissor hands up top. Kills that guy. Great. Fascinating that a replicator ray on this thing in middle actually creates another graph. Does that work? I don't know. But I think the truth is that I need another copy of a guy downstairs, so we're going to do it there. Great work, actually. We're now going to fly forward. Here. You're going to fly backward. And we've done our best. Okay. Great. This whole floor is absolute chaos, and we have twisted back now. Incredibly, this works. Shockingly. So, okay. Let's... Twisted back needs to go on somebody here. Yes. Then we click Minds of Their Own. Obscene. No one actually knows what's happening. Well, we win. And I've actually managed to celebrate the Sword Maiden with 36 health left. Don't click anything. Who even knows what's happening right now? It's all about Battle Dancer, I guess. This has been an obscenely jank run. I'll take 36 health. I don't have the time to mess around with this. This is just some absolute nonsense is happening here. Who even knows who Seraph is attacking at a given moment? And yet it works. Great. We took 19 damage, which is way better than the alternative. And yet, I don't think I would have ever predicted that either. This has just been so difficult. Dang. I only have 36 health for the Titans. This might be an L. I don't know about this, y'all. That gives me a very strong timer of 12 turns, which is possible. So, now I do have to play quite aggressively. So, we're going to be doing Talos bottom. We're playing top, right? Sword Maiden middle. Okay, Battle Dancer upstairs. They're both the same, right? They are. Okay. Meat Hook will die if I leave him alone. He needs to be on floor. We play Battle Dancer here. Okay, fine. Vengeful Shard out. Talos face tanks Savagery on turn 1. Okay, gotta fly Battle Dancer in. Very important. I don't have the equipment for Replicator Ray. Huge bummer. We're going to challenge on Dominion for 200 damage there. Good. Just Inspire here, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Risky Operation, as was foretold. Very cool. We'll take Sanguine Assistant middle. Our goal is to hype out... Actually, I can just Replicator Ray here, right? This works. It gave... What? I mean, it behaved the way I expected, but the combat preview was wrong. It didn't actually boost her. So, okay, the combat preview on that card is broken in this instance. So that actually didn't help me at all. In fact, it hurts, but it is a lot of health, so I'm not terribly upset about it. Okay. Alright, thanks, Talos. You've done your best. Time to get you on floor. For now. Here's Imprisoned Zephyr. Have fun. Okay. Here is a Vampire's Tooth, right? I think that's going to be true. I think we actually put the Sanguine Assistant in front, right? Yeah, true, that's correct. Pyrelight must be played. Everlasting Light must be played. I would sure love to pull a unit forward. I guess it kind of doesn't matter who gets yanked, right? It's who do I want to get the corruption, really. Okay. Now our plan is we daze Savagery on top, which means he never swings his effect on bottom. That's the plan. Okay. Alright, we're shifting. We're shifting. We're doing our best. Sword Maiden is actually doing pretty darn good, if I'm being honest with you. Daze, Savagery. We're flying Talos forward each turn. I actually think we do want to fly Firebrand forward, I think. Mid-floor is honestly doing great. Cleave just cleaves this out. Cool. I can shuffle these two, which just gives them free valor. Alright, we're on a timer, but I'm holding it together. I think 12 turns should be enough for us to pull this off. Thinking on lifesteal here is hilarious. Alright, now Evac Tome is an amusing situation. Who gets Fly? It's always gotta be Sword Maiden, right? Just has to be, like, by requirement. Now I can fly her forward, but it's also okay if we lose the floor partially, right? That's true. It's okay to lose the floor. We're going to fly her backward. We're going to fly Firebrand forward. That's good. We must play the Pyrelight. I have no choice in the matter. This would be a good replicating ray if I had a good target for it, but I don't. Okay. I think we fly... I don't think we fly her forward. I think we let this hit come in. The problem is if I let this go upstairs, they're going to swing and it's going to cause problems. I think we actually do have to fly her forward and have her kill this frontline guy. And then we can do a Minds of Their Own upstairs, which just swings for Valor, and that will have to do. He's dazed, it's fine. Okay. Alright, good job. Sword Maiden floor, I guess. She's doing great. Alright, here is Windblade up top. Put it into the one that's about to just dance a little bit. Alright, you're fighting Savagery. 130 up top. Question is, who gets the challenge? It's not Savagery here. It's going to be Dominion. Then we click Pyrelight. Great. Who gets to dance here? Good question. Let's yank Firebrand forward. Again, Firebrand is just better at taking the corruption, in my opinion. Cool, I don't need to cleave. I can cleave middle, or I guess I might as well cleave upstairs. There's really no reason not to. Sure, we'll push numbers. Then I can take the curses. There's no way I can take this pyre damage. Just zero chance. Okay, fine. Alright, doing our best. Thanks, Shield Maiden. You're trying real hard here. Okay. I cannot afford Shield Maiden to fail me now, is the problem. Can't afford it. Absolutely not. First day's savagery. Gotta do it. Okay, there he is. Okay, how do we approach this? There's a few approach. I think I might have to evac her, which is not ideal. We don't want her evac'd, is the problem. As long as the floor holds, right? I think we do have... We can maybe get her back in later, right? We can get her back in, I think. I would sure like to... Yeah, here, we're going to pull her forward here. And then I'm going to fly Talos forward for the corruption. And then on mid-floor, we are playing more things to tank, right? Our goal is to basically create a wall of assistance. Don't incant that floor. Incant middle. It's better. Inspire trigger. I guess I should have maybe clicked the cleave earlier. Now, all right, I'll hold the cleave. That was a mistake. I should have done it while one of the big guys was in front. Who gets this Tome of the Lost Path? That's a great question. It's probably Firebrand, if I'm being honest. Probably. Although it's actually, I'm going to be real, it's almost certainly the Battle Dancer, and then we just shuffle them a bit. Yeah, okay, fine. All right, we're taking damage. We've dazed savagery. We're buying turns. Okay, we need to hold it together. Gosh, another 2-hour episode. Here we go. Oh, I guess I'm going to Fight Club middle. There's no reason not to. There you go. We're losing a little bit here. Let's yank someone forward. And then we blast middle. Okay. Get that Pyre light. It's good. Floor is about as good as it's ever going to be, I think. And then last we have to now click every Curse of Entropy. We're losing middle, but the floor's not empty yet. Alright, we're killing Dominion next turn. We're down to the wire. Our mid floor is about to collapse, but I think it will hold another turn. It does hold. That's good. Top floor is getting cleared out. Now, who is the yank? I think it is going to be... We pull one of these shifter buddies forward. It actually doesn't matter as long as it's over 130 damage, but I can just fly one forward. No, we want to yank forward for sure. Okay, do the yank. Destroy the floor. Great. Continue doing big shifting. I actually think letting one of the Valor guys get like 244 here is pretty good. Right? Pretty good. All right. Shield Maiden flies away and gets mega equipped. Okay. She will hold on to the fort now. Higher light, we play it for sure. Who gets yanked? I'm going to go ahead and pull one forward and then fly you back to the back. So you get 262 armor on this turn. And then we must unfortunately press the Curse of Entropy button. All right, we are down to the wire. I have 5 turns of timer left. Sword Maiden is saving our run. Middle character is dying to a lot of stuff. I think we are going to cleave here. I'm going to go ahead and do yank 1. Cleave with the bigger number. Actually, we can daze the boss here first. Yeah, cleave with the bigger number. And then we can do... Draw him forward, do another yank. I could have improved this by a little bit, couldn't I have? Yeah, for sure. Then we fly Talos forward. We play the Pyre light. Mid floor's fallen apart, but Sword Maiden is alive. And unfortunately, I must click Curses of Entropy. Great. Thank you. Monster Train. Extremely good. 4 turns left. 4 turns left. Okay. All right. First things first, I think we need to Replicating Ray upstairs. Yes. Clears the floor. Great work. Okay. Second order of business. It's alive mid-floor into Cleave. We gotta get rid of that cursed Herald before it becomes a problem. Okay. We've cleared the minion at this point, so now it's just, can I live? I think the play here is probably Vampire's Tooth on Sword Maiden. Yeah, I think so. We can now spam It's Alive upstairs, which is kind of nifty. Great. There's a strong argument in me to fly one of them to the back, so they generate their whole Ember situation. Not Ember, armor is what I mean. So if I fly you to the back, you end with 500 armor. Yes, that's pretty darn good. I don't know why. Okay, so I cannot use risky operation on anyone who doesn't already have armor. Right? Firebrand is taking 12 here, which is what? 15 halved to 7, 7 halved to 3. There's a round up, 15 halved to 8, 7 round up to 4. Yeah, okay, so I can give risky operation to Firebrand, and she lives. Great. Math. Who else can get it? Not many options. Well, I guess I'm just going to buff Firebrand again. Okay, cool. Here's 4 lifesteal, and then don't mess around with anything else right now. Okay, we are currently alive. 3 turns left. Yeah, I'm glad I restarted Seraph. We're on a timer. We don't have the time to win otherwise. Vengeful Shards, great. Okay, top floor is looking pretty good. We do get the Cleave, which does thunder. I mean, we actually clear the floor anyway, which is pretty impressive. We have to wait for Dominion regardless, so that's fine. We have 500 armor in front, which is, as it turns out, pretty good, I think. This guy with 51 is going to fly to the back. Great. Here's Inspire. Here's Pyre Light. Alos can eat dirt. Go forward. Actually, I maybe don't want her to eat dirt. We'll fly you forward. There we go. You have damage shield. It's okay. Mid-floor holds, which I think means with 6 Pyre HP, I think we're pulling it off, right? Yep. Fortunately, yet again, Sinner Salve is absolutely bonkers. And yeah, we win. Even though I'm showing the X, if I click Cleave here, and I am, we're outies. Wow, Monster Train making me work. Okay. That was I think the last real turn I had to pull it off, and we did it. Bonkers. Well, I mean, we had to restart to do it, but really, like, that was tough. That was tough. Okay, we mastered Imprison, Zephyr, and some other stuff. I gotta be real. Back up real quick. I want to tell you, though, let's look at this run summary real fast, because I am on a timer. A super timer, actually. These random super hyper buffed erratic assistants and sanguine assistants are actually mission critical to our run. Just so important. So important. It's silly how important they are. Firebrand did great here. The random, like, Sword Maiden was so critical in holding down mid-floor. That's actually crazy. Like, she's It's hard to say because I think in the end she ended up being really effective. But I think, a Firebrand probably would have performed just as well in that position. The main difference is that Sword Maiden cost one and had unique synergy with the combo. So cool. It was tough. The battle dancers were really important. Man, their damage shield was pretty important too. It was just a really difficult run, all things considered. We had to restart on Seraph. Unfortunately, I needed to make a better go of it that didn't result in the pyre damage taken. There was no way we're beating Titans with 3 or 10. It was going to be 10 pyre health left, and there was no physical possible way. And I was right. I don't think that any card draw could have possibly gotten us past that any faster. Dominion was a timer, is what it came down to. And we had no tools to dismantle Dominion's ability to do it. None at all. So, regardless of that like weird dumb turn I played at the end on Seraph, we had to have restarted anyway. I was just kind of experimenting. But man, again, alas, another 2-hour episode of Monster Train 2. So I guess that's sort of just what we're dealing with for now. The game is tough. The runs are long. I don't know what to say. It doesn't make for good content, but I'm glad you're all enjoying it at least. The content, I will say, on YouTube tells me that no one watches until the end of the episode. It's such a small percentage of my viewers that watch to the end that it shows up as like 1%. It's actually crazy. So if you're here, congrats. You're part of the 1%, I guess. Let's go to the... What am I going? Back to the outpost. See quick lore dump. What do we get? Tipsy Imp. All right, bartender. A red pepper martini on the rocks. We've got... Apparently Hef is the bartender here. Okay, we've got Phoenix and Talos working on not being evil to each other. Dang. All right, Phoenix doesn't even want free drinks. That's rough. Learn to tolerate each other. Let's see, Talos is trying to get over it. Phoenix is like, fine, I will accept your money, but not your friendship. Apparently, Phoenix thinks Talos is weak too. All right. I take no offense. I speak only the truth. Unfortunately, you are weak and suck. Basically, is what Phoenix says. Now, please, give me your money. I'm actually not carrying any gold. Oh yeah, Hef. By the way, your tab's running up pretty high. Talos yells, sorry, buddy, but you're on your own. I am in trouble. Do you take IOUs? Yeah, alright. You deserve that, buddy. That's true. Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go there. We got the win, at least. It wasn't an L, but it came pretty close. So, incredible. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks. Oof, what a run.